Hi, my name's Mike Kenner. Been working with computers probably the last 25 years. First started out at America Online with Greg.
Fantastic. And what was the first time that you saw used a computer?
First time I saw or used a computer was probably when I was about 12 years old. That would be middle 80s. It was an IBM 8088 dual 5 1/4 inch floppy drive with a green monitor.
Genuine 8088, huh?
Yes.
We used to call them XTs back in the day when I sold them at a used computer store.
Yeah.
So what was the first computer that you owned?
First computer that I owned outright was a Hewlett-Packard 386. Bought it at Montgomery Ward's, just to date myself, probably right around 1993.
Okay. And I always like following this one up with, how did you get it? Did you earn it? Did you?
Basically, it was the proceeds from my first real job.
Nice. So, how has technology changed your life?
Wow. It's expanded my ability to do almost anything that I want, but it's also put a leash on me. As you're interviewing me right now, I'm technically on call for my company. And if they call me, I'm going to have to depart. It's allowed me to do everything, to become who I am. I mean, I've been able to do go places because of technology, my experience with technology, than I never thought I would be able to do. So it's been a tremendous experience.
It's a skill set. That's
yeah.
Nice. So, what do you expect from future technology?
Future technology.
Which direction do you think it's going to go? What do you think we're going to see?
I think from the consumer point of view, everything's going to get smaller. Everything, you're going to be able to do more with smaller equipment. From a commercial or a professional environment, the technology right now is actually becoming somewhat of an unwieldy monster.
Even though it's getting smaller, it's becoming a huge monster.
Right. I mean, the networking of it that wasn't there 15 years ago is now there. I mean, 15 years ago, you could connect to a server. Now you're connecting to a cloud where there is nothing, there is no physical location. And one of the unfortunate aspects is, as the technology improves and becomes smarter, people's understanding of it has diminished, because even though we are talking about a cloud, there is still a physical machine somewhere.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Connections?
Yeah.
Yeah. It goes back to the plow, because once people, you don't know all the reasons
right.
that things work when you get an elevator, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what did you not see coming?
What did I not see coming?
I can give you some examples too.
Okay.
So answers I've had are cars that drive with themselves, holding a computer in your hand.
Well, I grew up with I figured cars would be driving themselves. I saw the
Right.
Jetsons.
Yes. Sci-fi.
I think what I didn't see coming was let's see, how do I phrase it? The dependence, the extreme dependence on technology. Like right now, the only way that you could put together this whole reunion was...
And that's an answer that I had to social media.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming. I mean, we had chat rooms and things like that and computers, but it was more to get information or
right.
make things work. It wasn't...
I mean, what I didn't see coming was the dependence on it. I mean, you can't go without a day without looking at your phone, to see what you have to do today, check your email. I very rarely talk on my phone. It's usually text messaging or
I never thought of that, but you're right. Me too.
It's kind of, we've become a slave to the technology. We're its servant, not the other way around, is what I didn't see coming.
And last question I've got for you, how did AOL change your life?
How did AOL change my life? It exposed me to the beginnings of the internet, for lack of a better term. I learned that you could educate yourself on the internet. You didn't need a traditional classroom environment.
That's grown too.
Yeah. I've learned most, if not all, of the technology that I have by my interacting with it through the internet. I hate to say that I've learned my job by breaking things, but that's. But in my
don't learn from the things that work.
Yeah, in my current line of work, I've broken more stuff learning than I have going through training. So that's, and I was taught that on AOL. Give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? Was the motto through doing stuff. So
nice. And go ahead and introduce yourself one more time, Mike.
This is Mike Kenner. Basically, I've been working with technology for the last 25 years and hope to do so in the future.
Thank you for your time, partner.
No problem.